can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Uses the stiff arm. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You know, it's hard to believe that with week 4 here, October is already upon us, and bye week's already upon us. Green Bay and Philly get week 4 off.
And I'm not sure either one of them wants it, but if one does for sure, it'd be Green Bay. Because their last 2 preseason games were on the road, their first 2 regular season games on the road, so maybe that'll help them relax a little bit. Philadelphia, though, they're 3-0 and undefeated. They'd rather keep playing right now. I think most teams would like to have their open week later in the season.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, maybe week 9, week 10, so you have a lot on the front and a lot on the back, a good break in the middle.
I think you're exactly right. Rest up, heal up, and then get ready for the stretch drive.
Now it's Rodgers. They're trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. There he goes, Brandon Marshall. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. So now look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So they'll try again with Anderson. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here's Lynch to throw. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Green Bay first. On first and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that will be incomplete as well. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cobb goes in motion left. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Rodgers to throw once more, and it's incomplete. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped.
Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook from 8 yards out, and the Packers have cut it back within a score. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, Anderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up in an offset eye. Now a run with Anderson. And he'll push his way up to him. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Check, 47. What's QB drop? All right, now look. No. Check. Patriots. Blue, watch him now, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 35 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he comes back with 1 complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They run. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Check.
Lynch going to throw. Surveying the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into